Alright. Give me a second to make sure I'm back on the air. Whew. Sorry about that. I'm not exactly sure where it had me leave off at. But, for those of you just tuning in, from the last stream, I had completed the investigation at the last house and made my way back over to the first house, and I am now investigating Private Connor. I don't know if you were able to hear the response I got out of asking him his name, but that's, now you learn he's Private Connor. Regrettably, probably a lot's happened since I had to reset the stream. Probably lost a lot of chances at audio.
That's extraordinary audio evidence.
I think I was a little late to that one. This time's all about you, sir. This time I want your photo. I want your life story. I want to know what car you used to drive. Mother's maiden name. Okay, maybe not that, but I'll probably get that anyways because investigations. But yeah. So, just in case the audio didn't get recorded, me going over the audio in the office space, I will go over that again so that you can hear just what these ghosts have to say. And nice, crisp, stunning stereo symphonic sounds. Yeah, maybe not quite that crisp, but they're crisp. I feel like this is the wrong item to be holding. I did not turn this on. Fair enough, though, as far as the audio goes. There'll just be more audio to go through once I get back to the office. Nervous click.
That was a very unusual noise. I'll keep that as evidence.
Hasn't given me the green light on that yet. It's very active in this hallway, I notice. Too bad this is a photo camera, not a video camera. Due to the strobing effect on this light. Thank you. I was going to get that myself. Because, some people may have some sensitivities to quick flickering like that. I don't want anybody having any trouble there, so... In this case specifically, I definitely want to keep the lights off. Huh? Where'd you go? I messed it up. Moving too quick again, me. It's definitely moving.
Something is going on here. These temperature readings are definitely paranormal.
Thanks to that little bit of help. For a second I thought that was turned on. Guess I shouldn't guess. I would know if it was turned on, right? If you see me look over occasionally, I'm just looking over at my phone, which I'm using to see if anybody's said anything in the chat so that I can respond to you. So it's, there's that. If you're ever watching my videos, you're ever wondering why, I keep looking over. Just wanting to make sure I'm not ignoring anybody. It's not exactly the most high-tech system just yet, but, with upgrades comes better things. I'm thankful for what I got, so that's an easy place to start. Unless in some of these ghosts I don't think would have appreciated in the actual setting, right? I love you, Mom, but I'm live right now. Please just give me a moment. I'll be back as soon as I can. Hello. Make sure I'm still here. It's a little bit of a delayed response in what I'm seeing from what's here. Watch, I missed out on a ghost right while I was away. That would suck. No, 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 no. Light off, light off. You are not hurting people here. So... yeah, I don't mean to sound grumpy if I did sound grumpy earlier. It's just really get caught up in my work when I get working. Really enjoy live streaming when I'm able to do this. Whether people are here, whether people are not here, so there is that. Mr. Connor. Holy crap. I missed my photo opportunity. One moment. Dogs will be dogs. just... Oh well. And also, to be honest, things can get a little stressful around here when it comes to content, especially during the weekday when our other roommates here. A lot of business calls. The sound kind of, bit of a trouble there. If you're wanting to not have any outside, noises or sounds. But work is work for everybody, so not being disrespectful, just, a little tricky to, try to figure out a way to... Weird, I feel like that light turned on. A way to try to balance it all out in a way that works more copacetic for everybody. Speaking of, that's kind of one of the other reasons why I might be quiet from time to time is, I do a lot of crunches during a day, and sometimes, what did I say about the strobing effect? I don't want that happening. Bad, Private Connor, bad. Camera. Where's he at? I hear you, but I'm not seeing you. Yeah. Careful with that V key, by the way. Can I have my camera back, please? Thank you. Yeah, so careful with that V key. Later, there's a tripod camera. Setting it here will probably be the best idea since it will take photos on its own. Have not unlocked it yet, though. Should have about 100 slime points in my slime bank, so I should be able to perhaps get something. I'll check out the slime store with you once I make it back to the office. Alright. Oh, battery. Just that till it's charging. Looks like I'll be going blind for a while, so if this disconnects in the middle of something, I do apologize. I do try to be on top of that. But sometimes it doesn't always work out quite so well. Try to pretend I'm one of those security cameras. Okay, that turned itself on. Hang on. I really need to fix these lights. What's really unfortunate is it was doing the footstep sound. It seems pretty telltale that if you hear the footstep sound, you're probably going to see the ghost. If I remember right. So there's that. I feel like this is the prime real estate to sit in right here for that photo. We've talked about this, buddy. No with the light. You and I are gonna have some words about this light. Off. Light off. Thank you. What the hell? What's wrong with you? Run up an electric bill? Turn the light off. If you ask me, he's being very much more talkative than he's being anything else. What did I still need? Have the temperature data. Profound amount of audio evidence that cannot be Really? Off. OFF, turn that off. You don't need the light on. But you do need to show up so I can get your photo. Everybody'd love to see your pretty face. I think. Heard that. Fine. I'm gonna go talk to the other ghost. I'm gonna go talk to the other ghost and see if he's more friendly than you. Because you're not talking very much. I mean, you are talking, but you're not very visible. And that's my problem. I need you to be visible. That was weird. So here's the thing, is it doesn't really have to be the same ghost. And in this case, when they toy with me, well, you made me do this, you make me do this. Alright. Should still be able to get the EMF. Oh, I'm in here. Yep. See, just because it wasn't here the time before does not mean it's not here now. It was a property deed. Going up the stairs. Going up the stairs there. Down the stairs.
Nothing paranormal about these EMF readings.
There's something with stairs, alright? I know there was something with the stairs. Also, was that all the evidence in this place? I'm not certain it was. At least gather more bits of information while I'm looking around investigating, huh? Put my head over, see if anybody said anything. Nope. Still just me? Oh, maybe people have poked in and out.
These lights are acting funny. I should continue investigating.
The lights are acting funny now, huh? Well, they were. Running again. Pretty sure I did not turn that light on. Workout equipment. I can relate. How do I turn this light off, though? Right there. Do you mind? Not very thorough for an investigation. You followed me into the bathroom. Well, they're not having much polite manners time either, so I guess it's back in here with Private Connor. But you better not strobe things on me. He starts off strobing things on me. This guy, what'd I tell you, this guy. All fun and games. Till somebody needs you not to turn that light on. Alright. I looked down for 1 second. Got ourselves a wise guy here. Got yourself a wise guy here. Why does the light have to be on? Why are we disagreeing about the light? It's a light. I do love this game, but I was hoping that the devs maybe would have fixed this issue before moving on to the next game, so that anybody that might suffer from epilepsy or anything isn't having that problem. Would you please keep the light off? Off. Where are you? I should have got that picture when I had the chance, but he was just right up on me when that happened. Thank you. It would mean a lot to me if I could get your photograph and maybe your autograph, Mr. Private Connor. Why does he keep doing that? The jokes aren't over right now. You know, Mr. Connor, this is starting to marsh my mellow, bud. I've now determined you can turn the lights on and off. What I have not yet determined is why you keep turning these lights on and then off. So E key for infrared. This dude might actually do what the woman ghost, not girl ghost, what the woman ghost wasn't able to do in the last place and get me so annoyed I leave. That's wrong key.
Incredible. A photo of an entity?
Gotcha. You didn't think I was gonna gotcha, but I gotcha. I gotcha good. Flashlight. That's photos, that's profound amount of audio evidence that cannot be explained, including an EVP. Voice responding, EMF, detected some unusual EMF. That's all I gotta get is EMF, gotcha. So I'll just try to scoop up this EMF as quickly as I can. Look, buddy, I got your photo now. I'm not worried about it. I'm not fretting it. Just need your temperatures and I can go. If you don't mind. Frank is real unhappy. This guy's good. This one's good. He knows that I have to move quickly to turn off these lights. And then he just coyly walks around while I'm flicking off the lights like, oh, here I am. Here I go again.
BMF meter should not behave this way. This is paranormal.
Thank you. I can go. And you know what? Enjoy. You can leave the lights on. I don't freaking care. I don't fucking care. You apparently want your lights on. Keep your lights on. I got what I needed. I'm good here. Have a nice day, Private Connor. I mean, I guess I can't blame him too much for trying to have some fun. Gotta be bored just hanging out in the garage all day. Can't fault him for trying to have fun. Wow, the lights, man. The lights. The bees, the bees. Alright, so heading back to the office time. I don't have to walk here. Not the way I left you, hey. Oh, maybe that's the way I left that? I feel like there's more shirts there than I last saw. Alright. Here's a little sneaky sneak thing. You don't want to have to remember these and you just want to get right out of the van on your next exploration. Just grab all that stuff first. So now, new place. Pastor Harold Rogers. Mr. Conrad Stevenson, I am writing you from the Congregational Church on Spruce Street. Hey, I've read about this place before, right? As you may already know, our church has developed quite a reputation for paranormal activity. Parish members have long recounted stories of spirits haunting the church and the surrounding grounds. I myself have heard countless rumors of shadows and apparition sightings throughout the grounds, and I've even seen candles and lights flicker on and off without manipulation. From what I have gathered, all accounts point to a sinister cast of spirits haunting our property. There have been rumors of a lost reverend, a pair of red eyes glaring from the shadows, an elusive woman in white who resides in the crypts, an apparition only known as Mr. Sigerstein, an unholy cult in the woods, and the resentful angel of the mausoleum. Word of these hauntings has long tarnished our church's reputation, and I've decided to take it upon myself to rebuild our humble, holy image. I would like to welcome you to investigate our church and the associated grounds to determine if these stories have any merit to them. Normally, I would never turn to a source outside of the church, but I've heard much about your work, and think you may be our best hope. We can accommodate an investigation almost any day of the week, but please come in secret and after nightfall. I can't have the parishioners knowing that the rumors may be true, even if they really are, for obvious reasons. I would like to refrain from any facilitating an investigation on Saturday night. Let us know your availability, and we will gladly facilitate any needed setup. I look forward to your response. With warm regards, Pastor Harold Rogers, Reverend Minister, the Fellowship of the Congregational Church. Alright. Sorry. Get a little into character, get a little teary when I get into character. I'm not sad. Got past that. Alright. So... show me the archives first. Got here. Evicted, then sold tours. That's about it. Please remind me who was evicted. I have to figure that out. But, well, there's that. It's not really too much to go off of here. But, oh, yes, that's right. The wiki. I'm probably going to find something, yep, church on Spruce Street. Now I'm cooking with gas. Alright. Reading material time. The Fellowship of the Congregational Church of New Eidolon. Construction of the Fellowship of the Congregational Church of New Eidolon was finalized in 1763. It was a trying time for the New Eidolon's various faithful communities, as it was further strained by the church's construction. Trying time for New Eidolon's faithful communities. And it was built for the... This is really small print, I'm sorry. Families and friends were torn apart due to differing religious convictions. Oh, okay. That makes that a little less confusing then. So there was a schism in the church. The new movement of evangelicalism, evangelicalism. I'm not an evangelion necessarily, but yeah, okay. That's why I have such a hard time with that word sometimes. Was aggressively challenging the old strict traditions of the Puritans. I could see where that would be straining. That word right there. They're a little set in their ways. It is unclear why the decision to build this church was made, but the after effects were undeniable. Construction immediately forced families to confront their religious differences. Every Sunday, the community could see which church different people... Sorry, my eyes. Every Sunday, the community could see which church different people would attend. I gotta be reading that weird. Individuals not aligned with their family's faith were outcast. While neither church condoned violence, many physical disputes occurred. Okay, so there's more than one church is what I'm getting out of this then. Alright. The Congregational Church's first reverend was a great healing force for this disturbance. Within the first decade of the ministry, the community was again one large family. Oh, that's great. So they stopped fighting. That's awesome. However, all quickly changed when the War for Independence broke out. New Eidolon's supply chain used to maintain all aspects of life was destroyed. In order to salvage the town's many folks... In the event that this is loud, hang on. In order to... However, all quickly changed... I'm just reading it from this part. Independence broke out. New Eidolon's supply chain used to maintain all aspects of life was destroyed. In order to salvage the town's many folks migrated south to the settlement of their forefathers. The proximity of the sea allowed for an expedited reconstruction of the township, which is where the historical district is located today. The migration exacerbated the strain felt by the few who chose to stay and ultimately led to the utter decomposition of the church. What's this one? Investigate the church. Hang on. This is a lot of reading, so I'm probably just going to do this in sections. Mr. S was the groundskeeper. Alright. feel like there's something else here that I should be finding. What, groundskeeper? Wait, no, that's crypts. I already got that on that. It's not really too good an idea to just leave one box unchecked, I find, or I feel. I'm gonna go with that one. This might take some time because I'm not sure what I got on what there, but... Oh, yeah, so the sounds. Audio. Start with Evergreen Lane and the Shadowy Screamer. Try that again. Why? He's saying why there. Gotcha. Screaming. It sounds very similar to the old gentleman in the second house. Choking sounds. Is he sneezing or saying two? Private Connor. I'm hearing Private Connor there. Okay, so the ghost in the kitchen. Yeah, he doesn't say much. In fact, he doesn't say anything. Just that. Perpetual presence in Polk Street. You can see him. Oh, you can see him. You can see me? Grieving Shadow. Leave. She says very, very friendly things to me. I hate you. Definitely grieving. Oh, okay, that's back to Evergreen Lane. So that's everybody then so far. Gotcha. Log off time. Time to take me to church. And I will refrain from talking while Conrad does his thing. In fact, while he does that, I'm going to try to do something to get my pain receptors to cool off a bit. Apologies for coughing ahead of time.
What an incredible opportunity to investigate this location at night. There's quite a history here pertaining to the paranormal. I'm very grateful Pastor Rogers reached out, although I'm not sure what he'll think if I find some evidence. Regardless, Pastor Rogers was concerned enough about what he and his parish members have seen to reach out. I'm sure I'll be able to find enough evidence to support their claims and put their minds at ease.
Held myself pretty good there. Alright. So, a little split up here. Do I want to check out the church first? Oh, laggy. Do I want to check out the church first, or do I want to check out the caretaker's house? Guess I'm answering my question as I go. First piece of evidence. Well, let's go. Second piece of evidence. Man, I'm on a roll. Okay. So, that seems to cover that base, right? Almost all the way. Get that first. Nothing else lying around here. Alright, so that about covers this area. Be back to actually investigate it in a moment. Go down here and say hi to Mr. Siegerstein. Hello. Give me that. I left the next order under the tree marker. Compensation follows. Be careful, the Seegers are inquisitive. K. Plot thickens. So that guy, K, was doing something under the nose of these Siegersteins. Underneath the nose of the caretaker. In this place. The caretaker, let's see. He lived right here. If I remember him right. And Mr. Siegerstein. It's unfortunate with Mr. Siegerstein, if I remember right. This guy really got the short end of what happened here. I don't blame him for haunting and being upset at all. The family tree's a little blurry. Just a little. But the good people. The good people, that's what counts. Or at least Siegerstein is. Still loyally carrying out his duties even after everything happened to him. And Mr. Siegerstein. Is that... I gotta be next to a fuse box, right?
While this is a high EMF level, it seems to be normal, although they may want to call an electrician to ensure everything is wired correctly.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder if I'm wired correctly. I can relate. Are we just twins or something? I like these little interactable objects. Yeah. Yeah, that is perplexing, isn't it? Oh, there it is. That's what's causing that. Just try to move around at something other than snail speed here. Down that way, down that trail. That's where evil Bambi is. The guy always makes me so nervous. I mean, you cannot die in this game. You cannot die. But you can get knocked out and you can lose the data that you gathered, which means that you'll be lingering in a spot much longer trying to get it back, and it can be a pain. It can be a walk of shame if you're not careful.
These lights are acting funny. I should continue investigating.
There we go. Come on, almost there. So close.
The EMF meter should not behave this way.
Now
This is
5.
paranormal.
5. Give me temps. Where you get EMFs in here, you get temps as well. Except for at, like, the fuse box there. There's a headstone here. I mean, there's headstones all over the place, but I'm standing on somebody's grave. Sorry about that. This guy is moving around a lot. Ow.
These temp readings are unusual.
Alright, way to go. Let's keep that up. Where'd you go? Come on, buddy. Work with me.
Something is going on here. These temperature
Bingo-roni.
readings are definitely paranormal.
This might be a quick run. Mr. Seegerstein, that was pretty good for it. I think the next time I come through here, I'd like to investigate the Reverend. Don't think I'm probably going to be able to instigate him or anything, but who knows. Whoa, camera, give me the camera.
Incredible. I captured a ghost on film.
That's right, Mr. Ghost Orb, I got you. You're on candid camera, pal. Thanks for the photo. Can't remember if this guy's an intelligent haunting or not. I mean, he acts pretty bloody smart. Was that him again? What was that up there? I don't ever recall seeing him floating off the ground. That is crazy. Is he like Haunted Mansion style ghost now? Flying up around the chandeliers? That would be crazy. That'd be cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's gotta be a street light. I think I'm picking up on a street light there. He's already done this much. So paranormal. So yeah, just need some audio out of him. And again, even if even if you don't get any data on a ghost in particular before you head off to a site. The wrong thing. That thing.
Incredible. I captured a ghost on film.
That's the ghost orb, though. I want to see if maybe he becomes full-bodied apparition if you can go ghost orb on me. Holy cow, thank you for answering that question.
What a rare experience to take a photo of a ghost.
Is there anything you'd like to say? Thank you.
That was a very unusual noise. I'll keep that as evidence.
Felt just like a real-life journalist. Getting right up into a person's private business. Right up in their face, really close in the face. That had to be uncomfortable for both of us. All three of us, maybe. Depends how close I got to that camera. Alright, so just a little more audio. Yeah, so the lost pastor or reverend. I'd like to learn more about him. See if I can help him out quickly. And Mr. Siegerstein here too would be great. So you may be able to expect some more videos out from me this month on this game, because it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. What better way to celebrate than trying to help these guys move on to the next plane of existence? Whether or not I get flack over that from any outside sources doesn't matter. I'd advocate for the opposite. And honestly, I think that if both sides were to just take the time to care for each other all year round, you wouldn't even need a month for either side of it. And just check in on each other, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. We gotta check in on each other, make sure everybody's doing alright. I know I haven't gotten enough audio yet. I wish Mr. Siegerstein would say something extra. Mess around with this rocking chair, maybe that'll do something. Down that way's evil Bambi. I no like him. I really no like him. He's scary.
Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me?
Let's see if... I don't think he is, but it doesn't hurt to try.
Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me?
Yeah. I know, I should try more questions, but I just really don't think this guy is. Well, you know who does like to answer questions? He's a really good sport about answering questions, not not red eyes there. Over here. The red eyes is very elusive. I mean, seriously, to the point I'd say that if you get that guy to show up and get a picture of him on your first go, you really should pat yourself on the back, because it's pretty rare. If it ever happens at all. I haven't even gotten that one to happen, and I like to call myself the king of this game. Because just like Markiplier calls himself the king of Five Nights at Freddy's, I feel like in this game I did the impossible. Now when the time comes, I'll show you what I mean by that, because I'm going to do it again. Yeah. Whether this guy cooperates with me or not, it's not necessarily to say one way or the other, because I don't actually recall getting any information on the Angel of the Mausoleum, which is... that's this route here. This is Angel of the Mausoleum's route. He likes to hang around at that grave. He likes to walk down here. And walks around here. And you'll see when he makes his appearance, because very dapper gentleman, likes to wear a top hat, likes to light candles that, you know, they aren't even here. I never noticed that. In all my time exploring, checking out these ghosts, I never actually caught that bit. So he brings the candles himself. Huh. What was my notes on anyways? Siegerstein, Reverend seen in church, investigate the church. Yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm going up this way. I feel like Conrad Stevenson's a little bit short because it takes a while. I feel like my legs in real life are much longer. Maybe I can get some audio out of this guy, and then I can tie it up for now. Isn't that the whole people getting married thing? I mean, you'd think if that would rile them up, yeah. Come on. Anything?
Ooh,
The guess for the win?
Audio evidence.
So that's paranormal. Still not done on the audio. You'll see him out here when you see the pastor quite a bit. He likes to walk around out here, and he likes to go in here. And as you probably determined from the note, he loves to light these candles. And apparently, really loves it when you ring his bell. I apologize for all the adjustment of myself. Really uncomfortable. This is actually, I think, a little bit trickier than back when I used to play, because back when I used to play, I used to have some speakers. So I used to be able to have an easier time hearing what was going on. But that's fine, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. Ups the challenge level a bit. By the time I got myself a desktop again, I'm going to be hopefully a lot better. Please stop doing that. Some eerie howling out there. Of course, also when I get the audio phone. Get that up? When I get the audio phone for my character, it's going to be a lot easier as well to determine where these guys are, what they're doing. Not audio phone, paramic. You'll see what I mean. With that thing, you can hear ghosts all the way across the map sometimes. It's so awesome. Some might say OP. I'd say no. Proper P, not OP. I'm gonna egg you on until you say something. I'm not walking right now. Those are not my footsteps.
That's extraordinary audio evidence.
Still doesn't seem. Stiff arm. Still doesn't say anything about paranormal. Big gamble, just like in real life, trying to record outside. A lot of interruptive sounds. Just feel like if I got one more good bit of audio, be able to pack this up and see where things are. And see if I can get any upgrades to speed these along any better. It's almost like I'm trying to look for the actual door frame out. Hello? Hello?
What was that?
Well,
I'm glad I
thank God
captured
you
it
weren't
with the
quiet.
recorder.
So, yeah, that ties that up. Guess it's time to see if I get any upgrades, huh? Got how much those puppies even cost. Now, respect is respect. Shut the door. Well, granted, with these ghosts, I'll probably just open the bloody thing and get me in trouble. Anybody seeing anything? No. Alright. And that a guess. Yes. Things are changing here. There's another... And there's pants. I have pants for sale now in this shop. Yay. Not in real life, but in this game. Yes, I am growing. If only I could grow that quick in real life. That'd be cool. Special mugs and that. In my case, though, it'd have to be glow-in-the-dark stuff. I like glow-in-the-dark, so... When I get around to making merch, it's gotta glow in the dark. It's old rage. So, slime. I don't think I've clicked on this before, so I will take the time to read the tutorial bit. Slime. Supernatural logistics for investigative mechanisms and equipment. Hang on, I had a bit of a yawn that felt weird there. I'm just going to reset that. Slime, supernatural logistics for investigations, mechanisms, and equipment, is the main ghost investigation equipment warehouse located within New Eidolon. Your experience is transferred into credits which you will use to purchase equipment. The items within Slime are organized into categories. As you select categories, the corresponding items will be displayed with a brief sales description. Upon purchasing an item, it will only show up in the office after you return from the investigation. So, maybe not right away. Obviously not Amazon overnight. It will be available in your truck immediately. That's a little... just go with it. Maybe it's quicker than I thought. Maybe it is Amazon overnight shipping. Anybody? Yeah, Dolores Slocum. So I've already got my next case. But, that's going to have to be next time. Also, flashlights. See, that's what it'll look like if you've been doing this whole thing without, not 100%ing it. Ugh, too far back. Light gear. Audio devices. How about my parabolic mic? How's that gonna run me? Yes! I know what I'm gunning for now. That paramic is such a game changer. Such a game changer. Who's gonna get me there? You know what? Pierre. Do I have anything else in your Pierre? No, that's Ulrich. Who is Jane? Who is Kay? the area. Okay. Jacob died at a bad time. That's the, Alright, I don't want to go with that one. We need Segerstein stuff, right? Who's Cave? Evicted Dead Soul Tours. Paid for oysters. I don't understand that one. I could be a sneak and check out my old information on that, but I won't. I'm just going to get some help from Segerstein, and I'll bounce back between the two since they're really close together anyways. Was that really everything on the mausoleum, though? I feel like maybe there was a yellow print area. Nothing. Alright, then give me Groundskeeper. Yes, that does it. Alright. Back to church.
What an incredible opportunity to investigate this location at night. There's quite a history here pertaining to the paranormal. I'm very grateful Pastor Rogers reached out, although I'm not sure what he'll think if I find some evidence. Regardless, Pastor Rogers was concerned enough about what he and his parish members have seen to reach out. I'm sure I'll be able to find enough evidence to support their claims and put their minds at ease.
As am I. So now, picking these two, the most obvious thing is go directly down the hill. There's the door. Get out into when you can't find the door. Somebody was angry. A lot of angry ghosts. Of course, I think in this guy's case, if I remember right, he had a pretty solid reason to be angry. If I remember right, he was trying to do something kind for everybody and didn't quite work out for him. Excuse me? Wasn't I out there? Okay. Someone had a different idea. And this really has quite the look to it with the lights off, doesn't it? You should see with the lights on. Let's see if I can do that for you. Oh, that's a door. Just to get a good look at this place, and also, Pierre doesn't seem to mind. Pierre doesn't seem to mind. So yeah. This is this place without the lights on. Some beautiful tile. Beautiful marble work in general. I gotta say, he does great work. Or did. There's he whispering. He may not seem like it yet, but once you get to know Pierre, he's a very active dog. Very active ghost. Distracted by my dog. Not my dogs. My roommate's dogs. Maybe a little foreshadowing. Maybe one day I will have a dog, but yeah, it's just not for me right now. There you go. Make sure the front door's closed if anything. It sounded like they're in the backyard. Feel free to yell at me if Pierre shows up while I'm away. Yeah, okay. Door's shut. I think everything's good. Pretty good about having that gate shut, so I don't think that's an issue. It's a little quiet. A little too quiet after that much chaos. I wonder if I'm getting any temps out of him. Apologies for those two.
These temperature fluctuations appear to be normal.
Guys, give it a rest. Like I said, dogs will be dogs. He definitely likes to walk around here, though. Mr. Pierre does. Senor Pierre. That's me mixing Spanish and French. Monsieur Pierre. My bad. Monsieur Pierre. Although I'm sure after a while when he passed, I said to you instead.
These temp readings are unusual.
Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour. Where's he at?
Something is going on here. These temperature readings are
4.
definitely
Give me
paranormal.
4. It's about to disappear, but if I can...
These lights are acting funny. I should continue investigating.
Told you, though. When Pierre gets going, he gets going. As much as I've had fun streaming this and everything, I probably should jump off after this investigation and after I grab the paramic, and I'll hopefully be back on later tonight. I am trying to get to a point where I'm trying to make more content. And to be honest with you, I really want to check out that parabolic mic again. See if they've done anything with it since the last time I played. It dawns on me, I've been walking around with this thing thinking that I'm still... I wonder, did I ever drink that coffee at all earlier? Or did I just imagine that I drank the coffee? Because I've been doing some pretty under-caffeinated energy stuff right there, you know. Confuse me, monsieur. Well, you strike me as intelligent because you're messing with me quite a lot.
Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me?
The fact that he seems to be strongly French.
Is this your home?
I have my reservations on if he's gonna...
Is this your home?
There might be a communication barrier.
Is there anything you'd like to tell me? Is there anything you'd like to tell me? Wow, that sounded like a response. That is very interesting.
Definitely did.
Do you like the current family living here?
One family. It's a mausoleum.
Do you like the current family living here? Do you know why I'm here? Do you know why I'm here? Why are you here? Why are you here? How many people are here other than me? How many people are here other than me?
Why don't I ask an easy one?
Can you tell me your name? Can you tell me your name?
Nada. Alright. He's only gonna get more lively from here, though, since I found that artifact on him. Maybe not this visit. very soon. So I still need EMF. Yeah, when I get the paramic, that's going to be different. When I get that paramic, that will be different. And this is probably a circuit box on the outside.
These EMF readings appear to be normal.
These ones, and then those ones are normal. I'm right to these ones. Okay, that is a little buggy. I don't mean declown. Where?
The EMF meter should not behave this way. This is paranormal.
Thank you. Now, if you could just whisper angry somethings in my ear. Maybe let me get a picture of you.
What a rare experience to take a photo of.
There he is. The man, the legend. Yeah. Now, I got his picture. Sometimes if you run up to them, they'll say something. Like you saw with the caretaker. This guy's a little more make you work for it. As long as I'm able to do a perfect investigation, then I get my hands on the paramic. I feel like I've neglected Mr. Siegerstein. I mean, I've pretty much gotten this whole investigation carried out by Pierre this time. So I think I'm going to give Mr. Siegerstein some attention here. Or Siegerstein, depending on how you feel that should be enunciated. Got some first questions? I did not want to answer my questions. Still nervous about evil Bambi over there. Who knows? Maybe if this video gets enough likes, I'll go check out Evil Bambi the next time I play. And torture myself a little bit with Evil Bambi. I'm telling you, this guy does not run fast. And when you have a scary stag-looking thing chasing you down, yeah, it's just a little bit anxious. Like a little fish in a big old pond. Some people might say. I'm pretty sure that I heard somebody say that. But it definitely fits the bill here. Little fish in a big old pond.
How rare to take a photo of a ghost.
The caretaker from the haunted mansion. Yeah, I did hear you
Wow,
say
that's
that.
great
Right.
audio evidence.
On the bright side, though, it doesn't necessarily matter as long as it counts as I want to just get a little bit more audio and make sure that I'm getting this fully. So if I get him to say one more thing. I'm saving up for that new toy. Every little drippy drop of slime. Drippity droppity. Droppity drippity. Okay, it's too much like that Blades of Glory guy.
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
I think that might be new audio. And that didn't budge. But you know, I'm pretty sure I got plenty of audio. Just gonna roll with it and see what happens. Flashlights off. Pencils up. Papers in. See what I get. These little spindly legs. Tiny spindly legs. You gotta be a short king there, Mr. Conrad. Alright. Full on. Straight up. Anything new in the shop? No. What about around here? Yeah, these photos are always the same photos, but they will pop in as you see more and more. Huh? Ah. Schedule notification. Yeah. Definitely not the picture I took, but that's par for the course. Now, excuse me, will I get lost in here? There I am. Okay, since that's all good, and since I really want to anyways, what's going on here? Oh, that's what's going on here. Okay, so as long as everything's working smoothly, I wasn't sure about that for a second. Alright. So I got this flashy, fancy new toy. Question is, Dolores or back to the pastor? Might not do either one. I might... Hear me out. I think this one's gonna work for me. That... Shadow in the hallway. She's angry, but I feel like I can maybe do something about that. Bingo. Strong emotions create gateways. What's this one? Concerned enough for an evaluation. Polk Street. Am I remembering the right building here? In Max Laurent, Polk Street. Alright. I'm gonna go there and check out the Paramic and see how that goes. If I can remember my way to Polk Street. There you are. Now, the ghosts you see up there are not necessarily all the
The
ghosts.
Lorentz have a bit of contrast within their family about their home being haunted. It's interesting that Max is not convinced, yet the rest of his family is concerned. He also didn't provide any information stating he debunked their concerns. Sometimes skeptics just want to dispute everything. I'm sure I'll be able to find enough evidence to support their claims and put their minds at ease.
You can tell Conrad is not having that guy. He is not having it. Oh, you don't believe in ghosts, buddy. Oh, well, I'm not having that. He is definitely not. Alright, so it did show up quicker than I thought. That's great, because, don't want to carry that. I want that. So, give me that one. Parabolic mic. This custom audio monitoring device features a parabolic sound dish, microphone, and a view-finding monocular. Through high-fidelity headphones, the investigator can hear a range of sounds at extended distances. Unlike the industry standard, we do not leave sound devices on all night. Our investigators will turn on the parabolic mic on for 5-second intervals. Record audio, spacebar or left click on mouse. Some ghostly sounds such as distant bells or chimes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read that before. Equipment is designed to amplify distant sounds and not suited for electronic voice phenomenon or EVP, so cannot use it for EVP sessions. But that's why I still got that here. So I'm not worried. I'm good. Get myself adjusted a little bit less compressed in my spine there. Where do I want to start? Holy cow right off the bat, ma'am? Thank you.
Incredible.
She is alert this evening. I don't think I've ever seen her do that. Oh, just when I was getting somewhere.
These temp readings are unusual.
While I'm here, did I gather every artifact? I'll go through here and check again. Oh, that's one well-behaved kid, or his parents are really cleaning up after him. Can they nerf this thing? For realism, if you play this game, I do heavily recommend that you play this part with the headphones on when you get the Paramic. Much more immersive, and you can hear the sounds so much
Nothing
better.
paranormal about these temperature readings.
Pretty sure I'd heard something there, but I didn't have this on, strangely enough. Definitely want to have headphones when you're using this for the best effects. My old Turtle Beach headset, though, is a little bit beat up, so I gotta replace it. Is that here? I feel like that could use repainting. So yeah, she's a shadow person. You might see me click on this a lot. That's because part of my trouble at this current moment lie in the fact that there's some audio behind me on the other side of the wall. It's a little bit hard for me to hear so much what's going on in front of me unless it's being yelled at me. There's a little boy ghost here too, if I remember right. Hence the report card. Of course, yes, the Lawrence also have a little boy, but yeah, he mentioned a little boy ghost, so that's what I mean by the report card.
That's extraordinary audio evidence.
So anywhere on this map, this is kind of a small example as far as map size. Pretty much anywhere on this map I could sit and hear audio. Especially back in the golden age of this device. I think I must have found every scrap of information for this place then, right? Can't open that. Since I already have her photo, I didn't need to do that. Let's see here. I feel like if I got the marriage certificate already, then I already got the artifact out of there, probably prior. Not the way I left this.
Something is going on here. These temperature readings are definitely paranormal.
That's temperatures. You want to talk now, but you didn't want to talk before. Definitely grief. It was definitely grief. It certainly didn't sound like no laughter to me. She's here.
What was that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
I don't think I got there in time.
What was that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
Or maybe I did. Paranormal, so it just leaves the electromagnetic field or EMF. Where did you go? Hello.
What a rare experience to take a photo of a ghost. I'll keep that as audio
Is that a
evidence.
2 for 2? Are you still there?
These lights are acting funny. I should continue investigating.
These lights are acting funny. Yes. Yes, indeed. Very funny.
Wow, that's great audio evidence. I'll keep that as audio evidence.
it's just the paint. Shadows just really pop out of you at times, don't they? Almost as if at times they reach out for you. Yeah, TVs will light you up 3 bars. They don't mean nothing. Another TV there. If I'm not mistaken, there is one TV that'll be definitely different. So after you get all the audio, just to let you have a heads up here, after you get all the audio, and after you get a photo for each one of the ghosts, really fill that bar up. And missed some of her audio there. Probably linger around and try to grab some of that extra audio once I'm done here.
Wow, this battery died abruptly.
Yeah, that happens. They can't last forever. Left click to get that battery clicked in there. Back to it. I might do a challenge mode on myself with this one where if I run out of batteries with something, I just stop using it for that run. Might be a little more challenging to get the full 50 score out of it. Or even the 100 score later when I show you that one. It's a little tricky and you're not going to be able to get 100s every single time. Though I haven't played it yet, I hear Among the Whispers is actually going to be an even scarier game to get into when I get to playing that one, but yeah, I'm trying to get that playthrough to drop in early October is when I'm going to start that one up. Perfect Halloween style game. Even though I said the expedition before, the research before was going to be the last time I go through for the day until I do a live stream later, if I should do one, hopefully. The whole thing with that is you gotta have the energy. So that was a bar, but then nothing else there. Bit of an itch there behind the ear. But yeah, so when I get to Among the Whispers in October, that one should be a little bit more scary. And who knows, I might just grab Phasmophobia and, brave the much more aggressive spirits. Let's see.
The EMF meter should not behave this way. This is paranormal.
Paranormal, 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 and paranormal. Excellent. Takes up all the boxes for me. Although, I've been really talkative, and I'm wondering if I can get some extra audio. No, sir. I don't think they like it. Alright. Well, that's still a perfectly completed investigation. So I still get the 50 out of that. It's been a perfect playthrough this time around, but then again, that's only because I've been persistent with it.
Merchandise sales have been great. I hope these extra racks help out even more.
Yeah. I thought I kept seeing this place grow as I kept going. Oh no. Oh no, all this time, I've been a ghost myself. No! Okay, I'm over it. So...
Disembodied voices? Nope. Full body apparitions? Nope. Demons chasing me off the property? Nope. But the phone rings. That's what makes me jump.
I didn't know I was going to do that more than once.
AirPods, total amounting of $1,499.
For a freaking AirPod? No, get out.
Why do I even have an office phone?
You lie. You lied to me. Oh, so there's... Paramike does show up here. That's good. So yeah, I'm gonna check out the audio here. Pretty sure I got some new audio on that. That's Polk Street. Volume up. Okay, I know you're not doing a Nature Fresh commercial. Okay, no, it's still the same ghost. Perpetual presence. I have no idea what he's saying on that one. It's gone. What's gone? That one's depressing. Why and then a name? Sounds like a name, but... Oh. Ow. Hit me in the feels, why don't you? Grieving Shadow's turn. Not those.
Get out.
Pretty obvious.
Leave.
Again obvious.
I hate you.
A lot of kindness there. Sounds like a pill bottle. Hysterical grieving. Very deep grieving. And that's everything new there with the Paramic. So, they dialed it back a little bit, I think. Let me just turn this down in the event that... Hang on. This might sound a little echoey, I'm just checking the audio. So, they dialed it back a little bit, I think. Let me just turn this down in the event that... This might sound a little echoey, I'm just checking the audio. Yeah, no, seems good. Alright, I just had to make sure that wasn't doing anything irritating to anybody. Alright. So yeah, that about wraps this for now. I guess we could call it for here. I would wave goodbye to you, but as you well know, I can't really do like I do in Fallout and do emotes. So I'll just end this on the way that I usually love to end things, which is with, well, my favorite phrase to say because it is absolutely true. Everybody is treasure to everybody. So... if you're feeling down, if you're feeling out, feeling lonely, just remember everybody's treasure to somebody, and out there is somebody who'll see you for the diamond in the rough that you are, and love you for who you are. I wanted to thank you all for joining me on this journey, being a part of this paranormal investigation. For those of you who came in and out, I still very much appreciate that you are even here at all. Thank you for being here. It's a little bit awkward, I gotta say, having, I'm not, after not having my face shown, it's a little awkward having my face up in the corner there, but it'll be easy to get used to that, I think. But yeah, just wanted to say, you are wonderful, and I care for each and every last one of you. Have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. May fortune smile on all of you always. Take care.